to the left to the right here, we have Coach Pietramala, Ryan Brown, Shaq, and Dave, if you can open with a comment about the game that we have questions.
Sure. This is a bittersweet day because we did something very special for a very special family. And, you know, we just got off the phone with the Huber family in the locker room, and they're going to a service for Jeremy today. And they pushed that ceremony back today so they could watch us play. So today was huge on a lot of fronts, and the most important one was that we hopefully helped the family heal. I'm very proud of our guys. It's been a tumultuous and challenging 12 days, 2 weeks, and I'm really proud of how they came together today. So I'm happy for all those reasons. It's also nice to win and obviously get off on a good start against a very well-coached team. But more importantly, we hope this is a step in the process toward healing our family and healing the Huber family.
Question?
Just talk about the importance of getting off to that 6-0 start in the first quarter.
You know, we didn't really know what we'd get from them at the X. You know, you hear things, and you know, they did well in the scrimmage against, you know, and facing off, but there's no scouting, so we don't have any film. You know, we have no real information. And you know, it was good to see Drew out there. We got a huge lift from Hunter Moreland. I think actually we did a great job with all the guys. So that start comes from being able to win the ball at the X. You know, you win the ball at the X, you get stops. It makes your offense's job a lot easier. And I thought the defense and the face-off guys did a good job getting into the offense. And I thought the offense, they executed well early. I think we shot really well. I'm not sure what our shooting percentage was, but in the first 3 quarters, it was tremendous. I thought we shot the ball really well. I thought we shared the ball very well. And, you know, to his credit, Coach Benson did a really good job. We thought we'd see zone, and we did. And it didn't impact us. So we were prepared for man and zone. So, you know, I thought it was a good effort by everybody to get off to a quick start. And when you've been through what we've been through and you get off to a quick start, the excitement, you know, continues to build. And I thought it built, I thought the guys really responded to it. It was great to see how excited they got when we scored the first goal of the game. So a good job by the offense, and you know, an assist to the defense and the face-off guys for getting them the ball.
Ryan, from your perspective, what was the key to your day today?
I think it helps when Coach Benson puts in like great schemes during the week and everything, and then playing with such good players also allows me to get open better and then them find me. So I don't think it was anything I did personally, but more just playing within the offense and being around great players that really set me up for easy shots and goals.
I think just looking at the stats here, I feel like a lot of your assists came from freshmen today. Talk a little bit about those guys and them being thrown out here today working with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a great group of freshmen. They play hard every day in practice, so it's really no surprise there to see that they did a good job today.
Shaq, can you just talk about your day? Is this the kind of debut you could envision?
A little bit. You know, it was a little emotional going out there for Jeremy, but you know, right from the first whistle, we got after it. It was a lot of fun. You know, it was everything I imagined my first game to be like, and you know, I look forward to the next game.
How did you feel? I think you can heard me wrong here, but it seems initially you ran out of midfield. How did you think about running out there?
Well, we've been doing that this past week. You know, we got a lot of guys, so Coach Benson just puts me where I can make an impact. So I've been coming out at the midfield a little bit, and you know, it's cool mixing it up, getting some more attackmen on the field. I think we have a good chemistry.
Jack, Jeremy would have been in your class, and Eric, maybe you could talk a little bit of someone who would have been on your unit, but any thoughts or memories of him coming into this game?
Yeah, I mean, he's always on our minds. You know, he's the nicest kid. You know, there's hard think of words to describe him, but you know, it's just sad and something that you know, we can get stronger from.
Eric, from your perspective, as someone who would have worked with him on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, you know, in my experience with him, he was a great kid, and you know, he always worked hard, and even when he was injured, he always had a smile on his face, and he never let his injury really get to him. And you know, we would text him when he was getting out of surgery, and he'd just tell us, "I'm fine, don't worry about me." You know, that's the type of kid he was, and you know, he was a great teammate, and he's dearly missed. And you know, moving forward, we're going to continue to play for him and honor his memory.
As a team captain, was this week hard to navigate for you and working with the guys?
Yeah, the key to it was, you know, me, Pelly, and Wells just being on the same page with the coaches and all the guys, and you know, making sure that we didn't do anything too fast, and made sure that if you know someone was having issues, you know, we addressed it, we consulted them, and you know, just sticking together as a team and really just committing to one another.
Eric, can you just talk about defensively, what were you guys able to do against UMBC to keep them off the board in that first quarter?
I think we came out and we were just really excited to play and just to see another jersey, and I think the guys responded really well. And Coach put in a great scheme for the week, and I thought we followed it very well. And you know, when we execute and we do everything, we have all 7 guys on the same page. I think we did a great job.
Coach, can you talk about defensive effort? I don't think any of you attacked.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you go into the game and, you know, there's a couple of knowns, and the knowns were, you know, Lunas, Pat Young, you know, Gannon wasn't on the list as playing, but we prepared for him anyway, and I thought our decision to bump up a pole and play a short stick down on number 26 was helpful to us. A year ago, he had done so much of their initiating against us from the high wing and the mid wing, and you know, Coach Zim does a really good job of getting those guys to dodge deep into the defense and to exhaust their dodge. That it puts a lot of pressure on you. So we talked a lot about trying to get that matchup, which getting a pole on Young, getting a pole on Gannon, and putting a short on, you know, a young man that was a midfielder coming into the season and moved to attack. I think that was helpful because it put the ball in someone else's stick to initiate, which I thought was helpful. And I thought the guys were on the same page. I thought we made some good choices, when to assist and support and when not to. But I also thought we had some miscues that we got away with, and Eric bailed us out on a couple of them. And we'll need to clean those up. But nonetheless, I thought a decent effort. You know, we got to play 3 short sticks in the first quarter, which we said we wanted to do, play more people. We got the white midfield in the first half, which we said 1 or 2 runs would be great. We got 3 poles in the first half. So, you know, a lot of the things we set out to do, which is to try to build some depth as we move forward, we were able to do. And I mean, that helped, having that lead helped. But I thought defensively it was kind of a workmanlike performance. I did think we played with a lot of excitement, in particular early, and that was really good to see. Quite frankly, I had no idea how we would come out. I knew we would play hard, but I didn't know how we would play, if you know what I mean. Given what's going on, if things went well, how would we handle it? If things didn't go well, how would we handle that? So I knew we would play hard and excited for Jeremy. I just didn't know how we would play.
Coach, was there a reason why Hopkins didn't play today?
It was a game time decision, and Holden could have played, and we just decided to hold him out.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Joel stepped in his place. How did he do?
Actually, Joel did not. Joel's been running with that group, and Shaq and Wilkins Dismuke ran in his place. So when you ask Shaq, how did he feel about playing midfield, you know, to his credit and to Wilkins, whatever you need me to do, Coach, we just didn't feel like upsetting the apple cart with the second midfield and the third. And so we decided to play an attackman there. And when Holden returns, it gives us some more options, both at the attack and the midfield.
Do you have a timetable, Mr. Chairman?
No, I don't. I mean, today was game time, so there's a good chance he'll play this coming Tuesday.
And Mr. Scott obviously had a lot of complimentary things to say about you. In fact, he said that he predicted that you would double his record. Just talk about what it means to you.
You know, it's hard to think about that when we've dealt with what we've dealt with, and really, quite frankly, and this is in no way, shape, or form to be disrespectful or belittle, you know, Coach Scott's record. And I think he would agree. The fact that we won and we were able to put a good effort forth for the Huber family and help these guys heal a little bit, that's the most important part of today. The win's important, but not as important as those things. You know, and for me, quite frankly, I don't think there are many that belong in the same breath as Bob Scott, so I don't consider myself one of them.
Coach, what was your thoughts of so many freshmen played today? What was your thoughts of them in their live action for the first time?
You know, it's a tough day for those freshmen. Not only do they have the excitement of playing their first game on historic Homewood Field, not only do they have their first game where they officially put on a jersey, but they have to handle everything they've handled, and make no mistake, that's Jeremy's class. Those are the guys that ate in, you know, the cafeteria with him, and those are the guys that, you know, knew all the behind the scenes jokes and quirky things that they all did. And so while this has been challenging on every one of us, I can only begin to imagine how challenging it is for those guys. Being young, being in his class, and quite frankly, many of them never having to deal with it. So I was impressed with the poise that they've shown. I think a lot of that has to do with the leadership that we've gotten from not only our captains, but our seniors and our juniors, and putting their arms around these guys and helping them and being there for them. And you know, they haven't let them out of their sight, and they have been great. So I thought the freshmen responded admirably. I thought they responded the way Jeremy would have wanted them to respond. And you know, you see Fraze gets, you know, 1 and 2, and Shaq gets a couple, and I think you know, Hunter Moreland does a nice job at the X, and Joel gets 1, but there were other guys that contributed. I think it was a pretty special day for the freshmen today. I hope they feel the same way.
Any other questions? Great.
Thanks, guys.